Hey, we just saw the last house on the left. Anyone's thoughts? Ah! Oh, fuck you. It was okay. It wasn't great. It was okay. Fuck Rotten Tomatoes. Like, seriously. They gave this movie a 17, and yeah, I know it has the, Katniss from Hunger Games, but it was okay. It wasn't scary. There weren't really
Well, you know what, George? Why don't you give your reasons? Then I'll give mine. Go right ahead.
Let's hear it. All right. Honestly, like, I didn't really buy the... I'm gonna start with what I didn't like. First of all, I mean, because that's basically what the movie's gonna be about. Because Zach wants to rip in a new asshole, and we have to all please him.
Fuck you!
Yeah, nice. Well, first of all, I didn't, like... Alright, I'm just gonna go over the basic story. I don't know where I'm going with this. Basic story. A couple moves in. There's a spooky house on the left, and they give you a backstory about this little girl who murders both of their parents, and they do, the whole Ju-on ripoff thing. So I'm going into this thinking, oh, they're gonna rip off every, scary Japanese. I've got long hair and I'm looking through it and I'm scary. I'm gonna stab you. They're doing all that shit. I'm gonna show you my forehead and look there. They're doing that, and basically they just show you a story where, this little girl murders both of her parents. And then after that, with absolutely no explanation, a couple moves in, a single mom and her daughter. The daughter's sort of the main character. And, the mom's single mom, she's, portrayed as, kind of slutty and kind of irresponsible, and, the daughter has some, has some trouble with that.
Essentially every teen movie ever made.
Yeah, nothing special so far. And then they start talking about, this, and they start talking about this kid, and they start talking about, oh, this house is bringing down our property values. If only someone would burn this. And honestly, like, the way everyone's talking, it goes a little bit too far. I don't really believe this is how people would actually talk, in casual conversation. They're just casually saying, oh, if only someone would burn down that house. No, I mean it. If only someone would burn down that house.
Ryan doesn't have to be in the house.
It'd be really fun if we just took a bottle of kerosene. Why am I saying this movie is good?
Yeah, why are you saying this movie is good?
Well, okay, the first half of the movie sucks. The first half of the movie you have to bear out. They get introduced to and Allison, the main female protagonist, she gets introduced to Tyler. Alyssa, excuse me. Why did I say Allison?
Yeah, you did.
Shit. Okay, it's Alyssa. Alyssa gets introduced to Tyler, and Tyler is
Tyler's the fuckwad.
Yeah, Tyler's kind of the douchebag. He's got sort of, uncaring parents.
Yeah, but here's the first scene we see him in, he's playing with 7-year-olds in a pool, and they're laughing, and they're all having fun. The next scene, he's wasted and turned into a potential rapist.
He's kind of an asshole. He puts on a show for other people. I guess you weren't really supposed to expect that, considering how our parents were talking about, oh, he's into charity, he's doing some sort of charity thing, I don't really know.
His parents are assholes!
Yeah, that's the point. You're not supposed to realize that. You're not supposed to realize that. At the beginning, you're supposed to believe, oh, well, Tyler seems okay.
No,
so that when Tyler actually does that, it's surprising.
Yeah, Rick's right about all this. By the way, Rick's doing the camera work right now. Ricky, why don't you show YouTube your pretty face?
This is Ricky.
He's funny.
You should put yourself in the center. A little closer. Alright. This is Ricky. You seeing him?
He joined us this week, and he'll probably be joining us for some other reviews, because he really does have a good take on this. Alright, so, you were saying, buddy?
Alright, so, as I was saying, okay, after they talk to Tyler, Tyler tries to feel him up after he gets drunk. So Tyler isn't the nice guy he was characterized as before, which was actually kind of surprising. He gets in, she starts getting rained on, and then the troubled kid shows up. His name's Brian.
Ryan.
Sorry, Ryan. Ryan starts up and says, "Hey, can I give you a lift?" And obviously it's creepy. And then we start getting into some of the bad acting, with some of the bad writing. And some of the bad writing, where she starts saying, so I heard your parents were dead. I heard your parents were dead.
Yeah,
it's like, yeah, that seems to be it.
That's one of my complaints about this.
That was too on the nose.
No, that's one of my complaints about this movie. Katniss whoever the fuck her name is, Alyssa, is essentially the most awkward person to talk to. Literally every 5 minutes, a word out of her mouth is, "Oh, Ryan, so your parents are dead. That's sad. You live all alone. That's also kind of sad. My mom was a drunk and went to a psychologist for 15 years after she broke up with my father."
There are a lot of stupid outbursts in this movie, and not just from her. And you know, they start getting to know each other. The town really doesn't like him. They kind of see him as the town outcast. You know, he lives by himself. He lives by himself. No one really cares much for him. They just want him to be gone so they can get rid of his house, build a park, and raise their, raise the property value on the land, because the property value is going down because of the recent murder.
The recent murder was 4 years ago, buddy. All right, look.
Look, that's aside the point. It was 4 years ago, though. So they sort of get to know each other, and then outburst number 2 happens with the mom coming home, getting drunk after work, and she starts saying, damn it, what'd she say, Zach? Do you know?
Yeah, she said, "I want us to be neighbors and friends, but I have one rule. You are not allowed to be alone with my daughter if I'm not around."
Yeah.
And then basically she throws Ryan out on his ass.
Yeah.
Even though 5 seconds ago she was like, maybe we need to be a little bit more nicer to Ryan.
Yeah, that doesn't make any sense. She's starting to say we should be nice to Ryan. She's basically sticking up for him when no one else will, and then she's suddenly an asshole after she comes back from work, because he's in college and she's in high school, and she was drunk.
Slutty.
Yeah, she was drunk. She's supposed to be the irresponsible, slutty, drunk, wife that you see in every other teen slasher. It's not. Her character really isn't anything special until you sort of get after that. And it's still not a lot, but it's something. She starts actually showing regret for what she's doing. She shows that she still kind of wants to be there. And even at that point, it's not that original, but it's a step above what you normally see. It's still not great, but it's something.
Yeah.
And she's like, I just want to be there for my daughter, and I'm just suspicious of I'm suspicious of her because I was, kind of a slutty hoe bag growing up.
Yeah.
Not paraphrasing, of course.
No. He's hit it right on the nose. Slutty hoe bag. That's basically what Elizabeth Shue is, a slutty hoe bag in this movie.
But she's a regretful slutty hoe bag.
Yeah, and that's another thing. She's a slutty hoe bag in high school, but she's a medical doctor.
No, she's not. She was a slutty hoe bag. She's not anymore. She's just a drunk now. She's just a drunk now.
And she's just a fucking... Alright, so that's why he likes it.
And the first half of the movie, nothing stellar's happening. You expect it to be kind of sucky, and but then they start really playing up the angles of what made the movie work. How the town is against Ryan.
Yeah, but here's the thing, they're right. Look, here's why I don't like this movie.
Well, they didn't know that.
No, but they're right. Look, like I was saying, the reason I don't like this movie is for 2 reasons. One is that... Stop.
Sorry.
One, Katniss's character, Alyssa, is one of the worst main characters I've ever seen in a movie. She blurts out the worst inappropriate things I've ever seen anyone talk about.
You're exaggerating.
No, I'm not. You're honestly saying that she calls her mom a slut and a drunk in front of the person she's trying to get to know.
She did not do that.
Yeah, she did. She literally says, like, oh, just because you were slutty and drunk in high school doesn't mean that I'm going to...
She says it when they're alone. He's left by then.
Okay, well then what about... she's saying that she had to go see a psychologist after she broke up with her dad.
I admit that was stupid.
And what about when she said that she... Look, besides that, here's another thing. During the first half of the movie, I thought this was really going to go downhill. But... I was starting to get a little bit into it during the middle part because I thought, okay, it's not Ryan's fault that everyone hates him. Ryan's trying to be the good guy here. But later on, we find out he's fucking crazy. So they had a reason. There was no point. Look, if he wasn't psycho, if it really was Kathleen doing all this shit, all the murders and everything, then you know what? I would have liked this movie a lot more because it shows him as a tragic person. But it just makes him a fucking psychopath. That's all it does.
Yeah, I didn't like
With a
that either.
twist.
Honestly,
Yeah, what a twist.
honestly,
With a twist.
yeah, honestly, I didn't like that. I didn't like that either. Hang on, we've been talking about our thoughts. Ricky, what do you think?
I actually think it was okay. I didn't
Yeah.
like it,
Yep.
but it was kind of cool that everyone thought it was the sister that killed everyone, and it was actually him.
I actually didn't really like. I actually didn't really like the sister as the killer. I thought, oh no, attack of the scrawny 13-year-olds locked in their basement with a knife.
But-
Whatever will the town do?
But it was like he was trying to protect
Yeah.
the people away from her because
Yeah.
Was she
That's
really a
why I
threat?
thought that
Think
would-
about this. She's 13 years old. She's been locked. Think about this. Like if you hadn't seen the last bit of the
Oh,
movie.
shit, sorry.
Spoilers. He's the killer. Spoilers. He's the killer. But imagine if that didn't happen. Imagine if she really was the monster and the monster in the movie. Imagine that. She's 13 years old, and she spends all day tied up to a bed, and she gets fed chicken noodle soup. Do you really think she's that tough, even with a knife? That's not really a threat. And I spent the movie thinking, oh shit, I really hope this isn't our monster. And then he kills her, and I'm happy. I'm like,
By
oh thank God.
accident.
Yeah, but it was by accident. He was
Breaks her
he
neck.
was trying to hold her down when she escaped.
I fucking called it.
Yeah, and actually, the way she gets out is kind of clever. Yeah, he's kind of stupid for this, but yeah, I can kind of forgive it. He left the key on by the way, the little girl who supposedly killed both the mom and the pop, she is alive, and Ryan is keeping her tied up in a room in the basement. And he feeds her chicken noodle soup, and she's always screaming and trying to get out.
There's a
he-
reason.
Yeah, and the big twist on that is that's not Marianne. That's not the killer. What you saw at the very beginning was a fabrication, and
Ryan is the real killer.
yeah,
Both his parents.
Ryan's
There must always be a little sister.
yeah. So he's hallucinating that she's still alive and kidnapping women and pretending that it's
His sister.
and he made up a lie and said, "Oh, she had brain damage. She's prone to rage." He's making this up in his head to justify it. He's in denial. He's crazy.
Oh yeah, I have to add that I'm pretty sure this is a sequel to what was it called?
Last house.
Last House on the Left.
No, I don't think
On the-
it was, because if it was, it would have been a much better movie.
But it sounds like it from the title.
Yeah, it does.
The
actually.
titles do kind of run together.
It does.
Oh.
Last house at the end of the street.
Yeah, and now this is the house on the end
Oh.
of
There's
left.
one more thing I really find odd. During Ryan's first flashback, we find out that the parents are meth heads.
Yeah, what was the point of that?
we never find out what happened after the meth head thing. It's
I mean, is it
basically-
supposed to help us call their character into question?
Well, it doesn't. It
Like,
fucking doesn't.
It just sort of goes nowhere.
And how would Ryan even know that? I thought when he was showing him the tree, he's like, if you look closely at the tree, you'll see my parents' drug paraphernalia.
Yeah, we were swinging and laughing and watching our parents do meth. It was a great time until I killed my sister.
Yeah.
Oh wait, not killed. I mean brain damage. Crazy, crazy, crazy.
It's just... I look at this movie, and if they just changed a few things, this would have been such a good movie. Don't make Ryan the killer. Make him a tragic person.
I like that.
Make Carrie Ann the killer, because you already set it up. And I don't even reveal the open.
I would have forgiven the stupid monster. Actually, he just didn't seem like the killer type. Even with there wasn't really a transition that built him up into a killer. There was no transition. It just kind of happened, and I did not believe it. I did not think that the killer was characterized well.
But
But everything else worked so well. I forgave it.
What I think what made the makers of this movie thought it would be a good movie is because it has a chick from Hunger Games. And
She's in everything right now. Have you noticed that?
Yeah, she's in
Yeah.
everything now, because she's popular, and because there's some because of the twists, because it's a killer sister. He wants to protect the town from her. Turns out it's her. Turns out it's him, and I don't know if I should give out the ending.
You know what?
Yeah, oh, the
What?
ending with the... Oh, by the
Yeah.
way, the way they deal with him is stupid. But before I get into that, I need to talk about... These aren't your typical, you know, oh, everyone gets stupid under the heat of pressure. Everyone is actually pretty smart in this movie. What the cop did was... The way everyone handled the situation... I thought was really great. There was a lot of like intelligent survival instinct going on in this movie that you don't normally see because everyone's got to be stupid in horror movies. That's not what happened.
Actually, they really were a lot of really stupid moments from the main cast.
In the conversations, yes.
No, not just the conversations from even like the side characters. Like, you remember when he was about to snap the sister's neck, and they were like, "Come on, let's go out and look for Carrie Ann's ghost." Well, you know what? Here's the thing.
Wait, they never did that. What do you mean?
They did. Didn't you hear that whole conversation? They were basically saying, "Yo, do you hear something?" It's like, "I think someone's out there. Let's get out of the car and go check." And
They were kind of stupid. He was kind of a drunk asshole. You know what? Yeah, that was stupid. That was stupid. You don't get out of the car just to embarrass your girlfriend.
We just
then
try to impress.
Let's not
Yeah.
forget the hammer. And
We're going ahead of ourselves. Basically, what happens is that he's chasing. We still at this point in the movie, we still think that Ryan's a good guy. He's just trying to keep his crazy sister under control, and he tries to hold her down, but he pulls her too hard and he snaps her neck.
Which I call.
Yeah. I don't know how you predicted that, but
Oh,
well, when
I've
you're
seen enough
using the
movies.
power of plot convenience, it's naturally going to be there.
it was not plot convenience.
It was.
Well, how else were they going to pull up the second half?
He had her in a neck hold. I knew it was going to happen eventually.
Damn. All right.
I gotta ask,
Your mastery of martial arts is superior.
Yeah, how the fuck is he pulling all this crap off? He breaks a kid's leg. He can throw people downstairs. He can.
I have an explanation for that.
Okay,
he
go
spent his entire life controlling women who fight back against him and holding them down and restraining them and having physical dominance over them. Who's to say he can't snap some skinny little frat boy's leg?
Okay, I'll bite, except one problem. One, the killings took place 4 years ago, and he was 13 at the time, so I seriously doubt that in 4 years...
He went to college.
Going to college does not make you a martial arts expert.
No. Okay, are you telling? Wait, he was 13 at the time he killed his sister, and 4 years passed.
You don't really need martial arts
No.
to break a leg.
Yeah, but he's like super strong in this entire movie.
Yeah, he doesn't. He doesn't need to be super strong. He's kind of skinny.
Oh, and Elena's character is so strong too. She basically tricks Ryan into the room where he's keeping his sister alive, then
Pulls a washing machine. over
pulls
him.
a washing machine over it.
Not even the whole way.
Yeah, not even the whole way, but then she basically she can't pull a washing machine the full way, but she can kick the rear seat of a car out from the trunk and then
It wasn't.
and then lift herself up through a small hole.
Well, it wasn't exactly being held in by much.
Still,
I
know-
think I could kick myself out of that.
if you were in
Yeah.
the trunk right now, could you actually think you could actually, even if the car was partly damaged, do you think you could kick a seat out all the way?
Well, it's being.
It
well,
was an
think
old
about it.
car.
It's fabric.
Fine.
It's fabric being held in by cardboard and screws.
So, I want to actually say that
I
the real
imagine.
ending of the plot. I don't want to give away the real ending. I think
We already have.
No, we didn't give away the full ending. But
Okay, yeah, I guess.
I guess might as well talk about the trailers we got as well. Silver Lining
We haven't really talked about the rest of the movie though.
We talked about. Okay, what did we not talk about then?
We keep mentioning this fight, and we keep mentioning the time when he gets captured. Basically, what Ryan does after he captures her is that he gets another girl, and we're thinking, wait a minute, isn't she supposed to? And God damn it. Okay.
I know what's going on.
What happens is that after the first time they meet again behind their mother's back after Mom says, "I don't want you two hanging out alone stupidly." I don't even know if I can really forgive that line. That was kind of dumb.
I
But-
can't. I really can't. But I also can't forgive the fact that really she's trying to be the nice person, the Ryan, and she basically turns into a complete fucking asshole to him because she was a slut in high school. Have some credit in your kids, people. I mean, seriously,
I mean, she doesn't know her daughter that well.
yeah. And by the way, did anyone else get the lesbian feel off the mother and the daughter?
Not really.
Not really.
Really? I was the only one? I mean,
You
they
did?
don't look alike, they don't talk alike, they don't even seem like they're related. And basically, it's like Gilmore Girls on this entire fucking movie.
Not really.
Shit, then I'm the only one who ever thought that. Because really, I thought that
Was it
Elizabeth...
because of the neckline?
No, I was thinking literally that Elizabeth Shue was saying all this because I don't want you near my daughter. She's my fat egg muffin.
Fag
Oop.
muffin?
Don't ask. I don't mean that as a gay. I don't mean that as a gay derogative.
That seems
okay?
pretty gay.
Yeah.
Let's keep digging the hole.
Let's keep. Yeah. Fuck it. Move on.
Okay.
Move on.
Okay, whatever. So they meet up. Okay, so whatever. So they meet up afterwards, and we keep going back and forth in circles, and then we finally get to the fight that we've been mentioning over and over again.
And the
probably,
tree. Don't forget the fucking tree.
Yeah, the tree was a stupid. Yeah, the tree was a stupid running motif. It was pointless symbolism.
What do you see?
I see a fucking tree.
I see a
I see a
fucking tree.
I see a face. I see a fucking tree.
I got a rock. Okay. Anyway, so we finally gets into a fight, and you know, Tyler the douchebag and all of his douchey friends are all like, "Hey, look, it's the retard. He finally crawled
It's like,
out
hey,
of his cage."
hey, she broke my heart. I'm gonna take back revenge by fucking with the guy
Yeah,
he's
I'm gonna-
with.
Yeah. Hey,
And
man,
burn
I
his
guess
house
she is
down.
a slut.
Oh yeah.
Yeah,
What
they
the fuck was that?
I believed
Really?
it. I believed it. They were doing. No. I believed that. It's like, hey, I believe it. Two douchebags. Hey, let's screw with this guy more and burn down his house.
Yeah, we already broke
I
his
mean, we
car.
already kicked the shit out of him.
Yeah, we kicked the shit out of him. We broke our friend's leg.
And
We
that's when the
busted up
fight
his
happens.
car. Let's burn his house down.
Oh,
And it's a
Arson
good
sounds so
thing.
fun.
And it's a good thing that you know what? It was a good thing that she was there. You know what I would have liked if she wasn't there and the house really did burn down.
Oh,
That way you wouldn't have to deal with what if he's the killer. You wouldn't have to deal with all this killer bullshit. Let's just make it so that all the backstory was true. It just got chopped. The house really was burned down. She wasn't there to just put it out in the just put it out and soak it in the sink. She wasn't there to save the house. The house really did burn down, and now the whole town is turning against this kid. That would have been awesome. Like the whole town is the enemy against this kid, and they turn into a lynch mob.
Yeah.
If it escalated like that, because it kind of got that momentum.
All right, we're all going to go kill Ryan. Let's get our torches and pitchforks.
This
We got
movie-
to ruin this kid's life.
I would have believed it, and this movie would have kicked ass if that happened. But that didn't happen. Instead, oh, he's the killer, and you don't really believe it, and
I don't believe it. I still don't believe it. I can't believe that they really went the easy way out in this whole movie and not trying to write a good plot.
So he's trying to think, no. There needs to be a Katniss. There needs to be a Katniss. I'm gonna tie up this woman and pretend she's Katniss and give her blue contact lenses.
There needs to be a Katniss.
Yeah, there needs to be a Katniss. No shit, not Katniss. Mary.
yeah,
There needs to be a sister.
Yeah, a sister.
Yeah.
Okay, Zach.
I'm
You
thinking
want
about the Hunger Games.
Zach?
Yeah.
You want to go? You want to go with how he got stopped?
Oh yeah, I do actually.
The
This
way he
is-
gets killed is fucking stupid.
Oh yeah. Okay, so here's what happens. Ricky, you actually left for this part, but this is so fucking dumb. All right, so Katniss, Elisa, or however the fuck-
Alyssa.
Alyssa, sorry.
yeah.
All right, so Alyssa finds the gun that the cop had with him. Spoilers: the cop's dead because Ryan stabbed him and threw him down a flight of stairs.
And actually, the cop was pretty. And actually, the cop was really smart.
Yeah,
like
he
I'm
was
talking,
the only character I liked.
like the cop was like, oh shit, her wallet's in there. And he learned earlier. Oh wait a minute, the girl rewired the home phone so that all of the calls would get
Directed to her cell.
would get forwarded to her cell phone, so that anytime the house was called, she'd be able to pick it up and pretend that she was at the house when she was really doing something else. No, yeah, sure, I'm taking care of the house even though she's at a party or something.
Okay, so
And so he gets the brilliant idea, all right, her wallet's here. What if her cell phone's here? And he dials her, and without a word, he just starts dialing her number, and he hears it ringing there, and from that, he's able to, sort of figure out, she's in the house somewhere, and this guy's lying to me. I better stop him.
And Ryan pulls a knife on him, turns the lights off, and apparently the cop can't get a flashlight to work.
Yeah, but the cop made the fatal mistake of not checking the room so that he could just shove him down the flight of stairs.
Yeah.
Alright, so here's what happens about how Ryan gets taken down. Alyssa's finds the gun that the cop had and grabs the flashlight. Ryan realizes that, okay, it worked the first time, it's gonna work again, and turns the lights off in the entire basement. There's no light, except for the flashlight. Then the screen cuts dark. Alyssa's trying to get the flashlight to work, so we get a few brief shots of light all around the basement. She does this a couple of times. And then Ryan charges face first at him, and then Alyssa pops 3 shots into his chest, and Ryan gets taken down. We think Ryan's dead.
He should be dead.
He should be. But Alyssa goes over to get the keys to unlock the door to the basement, and...
But he's not dead.
No, he's not! And then her mom comes out of nowhere, who also got stabbed and flung down a flight of stairs. She comes in with a hammer and beats Ryan into the face with it.
Apparently, he just walked off 3 bullet wounds to the fucking chest, and you know, Allison's mom walked off getting stabbed in the gut.
And then the next...
Off camera!
Yeah, and then the next scene is like, I'm fine. I'm a total pimp.
Hey.
Stab wounds do not hurt me. I have no time to bleed.
I ain't got time for that.
She's my bitch!
I ain't got time for that.
Oh yeah, so when I say it, you think when I say it, it sounds stupid. When you say it, oh, that's perfectly fine.
We see him at a mental institution.
And here it comes.
Even though he was shot 3 times.
All right, people.
And cracked in the
All
face with a hammer.
Hold on. People, I'm going to tell you how this movie truly ends.
Yeah.
But I'm going to pause for about 5 seconds. Don't want to see it. Skip over. And go to the next part of the video because we won't talk about it after this scene.
We'll put a marker. We'll put a marker over this.
Yeah.
You'll be able to just skip to that.
Yeah, okay. So, everyone agree we're not going to talk about it outside this part?
All right.
All right. Okay. Turns out Alyssa died that day that she fell off the swings, and her parents buried her in the yard and were punishing Ryan for it because, guess what? They wanted a daughter. So, for the rest of Ryan's life, they dressed him up as a girl and called him Melissa. Basically, they ripped off the plot to Sleepaway Camp. And the only thought I have to say to this is, really? Fucking really? I mean, don't get me wrong, it was an okay twist.
That was the biggest twist.
It was the dumbest twist.
But it was still a twist.
Yeah, and then so
What a
basically
twist.
Ryan kills his parents. Ryan fled into the woods. Ryan
my
came
dick.
back. But then this doesn't make any goddamn sense because he talks about how he went to go live with his aunt. They sent him to his aunt.
Ants.
Yeah, and whatever. It's the same thing. So
That sounds weird.
I guess you're right. So that happens, and so yeah, that's the real ending. Ryan gets dressed as a girl, and for 5 years, and for like from
like-
age 5 to age 13.
And his mom's like, your name's Mary Ann. It's like, my name's Joe. What was his name?
Bitch slap!
My name's Ryan.
Yeah.
Shut up.
Yeah, bitch slap right in the face.
So the first half
Like,
of the
no, your name's Mary Ann.
It's like, what's your name?
Mary.
Toby. Your
and it
name's
was during his
Toby.
and it was during his birthday.
Yeah.
Alright, so in summary, the first half of the movie has stupid writing, the second half of the movie's pretty good, and the third half of the movie has stupid logic.
All right, so now that's taken care of, let's just do a quick recap of our trailers so we can at least seem professional.
Yeah.
All right, so we got Silver Lining Playbook this week, which is Bradley Cooper, and guess what? Katniss again, basically being fuck it. Basically,
Psychopath.
yeah, God damn it.
Just say it. Just say it.
They're basically crazy, and they find each other and they decide to live life together and to be happy. Bradley Cooper, stop it. Stop it right now. You have a shot at a career. Don't blow it. We also got Argo, which, George, you said that was fucking stupid.
I did?
You did. You're like, fuck this.
Okay, yeah. I saw Argo around. From what I can gather from what I can gather from the trailers, the plot of Argo is that somehow there's, you know, unrest in Iran and they're going to solve it with
This
a
was
movie.
based on a real event, by the way. I actually looked this up. They're not lying when they say this is based on a true declassified story.
Still looks boring.
It kind of, because it's got Casey or Ben Affleck in it, and you can't have a movie with Ben Affleck in it, because Ben Affleck has no talent.
He thinks he does.
He thinks he does, but let's not forget the critical bomb of Geely. I thought that movie was hilarious. It sucked, but it was hilarious. Because Robert De Niro fucking kills people. Speaking of Robert, oh no, not Robert De Niro, the guy who played Scarface. I get the, Al Pacino, that's it, Al Pacino.
What's wrong?
I heard you wanted to go to medical school.
Yeah.
Rah!
Okay, we also got that really creepy trailer from Mama.
I want to see that.
Oh yeah, that looked
Yeah,
awesome.
Mama looked
I
okay.
wanna see that.
Mama looked okay.
Yeah, it's like,
I don't give a
That
shit
doesn't
what
sound sexual at all. Mama looked okay.
and with the good, we also got the bad. We got Silent Hill again.
Which I hope they don't fuck up.
And the paper was tearing from the walls like in Homecoming.
Look,
So why was it? Well,
that's just the thing of Silent Hill. They like, the walls always peel like that.
And
Yeah,
I
damn
can
it.
already tell you right now, it's Silent Hill 3 in movie form.
Yeah, they
skipped the good
they
plot to go to the
skipped
crap.
2. They skipped number 2. I was expecting them to make a number 2.
This movie is a number 2.
No, but they skipped from the second game to the third game, which they still have to make a storyline that doesn't go anything with the game, and make a
I don't know.
make a movie.
I know they're not going to stick to the plot of the game,
It just pisses me off.
but I know this for a fact. They're gonna try, because they have the main character from 3, they got Vincent from 3, they got the carousel from 3, and before you fuckers say anything about me saying about fucking up last week with Resident Evil, I actually play Silent Hill, so I know what the fuck I'm talking about this time.
Same here.
Yeah,
I'm gonna have all of them.
yeah, Ricky is a fucking fanatic, just like he's a fanatic for Deadpool,
Exactly.
he's
Yeah.
wearing a Deadpool T-shirt right now.
which is fucking awesome.
It is.
Goddamn Deadpool.
I want. At some point, I gotta play the Silent Hill series. I never owned a PS2.
I had the first one.
I never owned a PS2.
Have you ever played the first one?
No.
I
I really fucking need to start playing some games.
I own the second one on PlayStation 2. I own.
Okay, back to the movies. Back to the
I
movies.
wanna be like,
back to the movie.
Back to the movies.
Yeah.
Back to movies.
And we got one more. It was another PG-13 movie. Does anyone remember what it was? It was like a Better Love. No, wait, that was a commercial for telling us to shut. Les Miserables. We got the
that's
trailer
right,
for Les Miserables, which, by the way, we're going. All of us are going to that movie. I don't care if it's. And you know what?
I know your daughter.
I'm not
kind of.
enjoying it.
Not your your daughter.
You-
I know your sister.
It's like,
why
no.
the fuck was I saying daughter?
Yeah,
I know
what-
your sister's like a big theater nerd. How much do you actually know about Les Miserables from her?
It's 3 hours to go. That's all I know. And I know the songs, but I ain't happy about it. And by the way, I swear to God, I'm gonna get a 4th person to go to that movie, because I'm not sitting through it with just you two.
Evan?
Yeah, you know what? I'm gonna see if I can get Evan to go along with that plan.
All right.
Probably won't, but I'll give it a shot.
We'll see.
And
I've been trying to talk.
oh, and
Ricky, you are totally gonna see the Silent Hill movie. And before we go, I'm gonna make sure to play the video games.
Oh, I'll let
right.
you borrow.
and
Sweet.
so I don't know. I got nothing else to talk about. I'm just mad. I'm mad because it could have been more than it could have.
Yeah, the second act was really promising.
Yeah.
Battery's going off, guys.
Shit.
Uh,
Did you charge it?
It should have enough battery.
There's one bar.
All right,
that's
we better-
fine.
Oh well, we yeah.
Unless it starts flashing red, we got plenty of battery.
Alright, cool.
So Silent Hill, we got that. We got Les Mis. We got and Paranormal Activity 4.
I'm not seeing that.
No, fuck that. I'm not seeing that movie.
No one liked the second one. No one liked the third one. Why are they getting a fourth one?
I'm sick of this. What is the part of seeing a little chair go right across the fucking kitchen?
I mean, the first one was okay because it was the first one. After the second one, third one, I just didn't give a shit anymore.
I never even saw the first one.
Don't.
Don't. It's not. If you like good
Like,
classic horror movies, don't see this one.
Like
I actually have to say that what's it called? Paranormal Entity was actually better than this.
Oh, and let's not forget what the trailer had for that stupid movie. He's like, what's going on? Let's look outside the window. There's a small child in the backyard!
Oh no! He's disappeared and now there's digital effects screwing up the camera because that's what it's gonna look like. And then some asshole in a hoodie is behind me and the door closes! That's fucking
Alright,
scary.
so that's basically the house at the end of the street. I'm not a fan of it. I think it could have been better. Yeah, basically. And you know what? Ricky, I'm glad you came because honestly, I don't think we could have done as good of a job without you. So I'm glad
Thanks,
you came.
man.
Let's go.
And unfortunately, of course, we're probably going to be doing this. We got one more movie we got to see this week, and then we're going to be taking a 2-week break because I got to get some money saved up before we can do this again for October. Because I can't find anything to fill out our October schedule.
Yeah, man, I got finals.
Yeah.
Not finals. My first round of exams.
Well, we'll just be seeing one more next week, and then we'll be taking a 2-week break. And Ricky, if you want to come along too,
Oh, for sure.
cool. Unfortunately,
Sweet.
guess what movie it is?
What?
Hotel Transylvania.
Oh, I wanna see
Damn.
that. I want to see that.
It's at no. I will say this right
Now,
fucking
Hotel
now.
Transylvania is okay, I'm mixing up.
That is the one with Adam Sandler.
Hotel Transylvania is not okay. Frankenweenie is the what? Okay, Paranormal Activity. I know I talked about this before, but I keep mixing up Frankenweenie and fuck. What was the other one?
Really? You can't. We just said the name 5 seconds ago, and you can't remember.
There's like 3 of them. God damn it.
Paranorman.
There was
no, Paranorman, Hotel Transylvania, Frankenweenie. Those are the 3 kids movies that all revolve around horror movies, and they're
all
out right now.
And they're all CGI.
Not really. Paranorman's claymation.
Oh, yeah, Paranorman is claymation.
So yeah, Hotel Transylvania. We're gonna be seeing that next week. Then we'll be taking a 2-week break, and then we'll come back in mid-October with I guess Silent Hill is gonna be on the list because I know that's coming out in October, and fuck, I gotta find another movie. I can't find anything to fill out this roster for October, but I know November's gonna be busy for us.
We'll find it.
And we'll find it. And by the way, November, hate to tell you this, guys, Twilight Part 2.
Hell no.
Oh,
fuck
yes.
you. Fuck-
Yes, come on, guys.
Okay.
Okay.
Twilight 3.
I'll go.
Twilight 3 Part 1 was
I'll
the one that
swallow
even
my pride.
Twilight fans didn't like.
Swallow your pride, George. We're going.
Swallow your pride, buddy.
Okay, in this movie,
Swallow your goddamn pride.
I will swallow nothing for you.
Not unless you get paid.
Oh, yeah,
damn
unless
it.
you get paid. So,
It's $24.
Oh, that's not that bad.
10 for a tuggy, 20 for a blowing, 25 that the cameraman's gonna watch.
I'm surprised you're considering this, Ricky.
No.
All right, so yeah, we got a lot of shit we gotta see.
It's going red, guys.
All right, well,
All right, we better wrap this up.
yeah, we're gonna wrap this up. So, Hotel Transylvania next week, 2-week break. Come back in the middle of October for more reviews. And like I said, could have been better. George liked it. Ricky thought it was a good movie.
I thought it was okay. Not
I thought
good.
it was
Not
okay.
good.
It was okay.
Not good. Not good.
You don't need.
Okay.
All right, you don't really
let me
need
explain,
to see
Yeah,
it.
okay, let me explain to you something. This is where this movie is. This is where Branded was for me. Now, if a movie goes below Branded, then it truly is awful. But if it's above Branded, I consider it moderately okay. But it was very, very close this week, I won't lie. Resident Evil was a little bit higher because even though I hated it, I thought it was better than the last 2. Better than 3 and better than 4. That's the only reason I liked Resident Evil. And I know we fucked up on that too.
Like, don't go out of your don't go out of your way to watch this movie. If it's the only thing, I know it's September, and I guess it's okay to watch. You could be watching worse shit right
There's
now.
Dread. You could have gone seen the Dread.
Go
Oh, yeah,
see
yeah, yeah,
Dread.
that's right,
Go
yeah, Dread.
see the movie Dread.
Yeah,
Or
damn.
Lawless. Go see Lawless.
Go see Lawless or Dread 3D.
Man, I heard
Do
Dread,
that shit.
I heard Dread was awesome. I gotta see that.
Yeah, well, I guess that's it.
I mean, we're not reviewing it though.
No way. I will not review a good movie. I'll talk about good movies, but I'm not going to review them because they need to stand on their own.
Yeah.
Then
Yeah.
we're going to get.
Well, how do we know that a movie? Well, how do we know that a movie? Well, this movie got really close to. You know, we were walking into this movie expecting it to blow ass, and it was a little better than we expected. Still not enough to pay. Still not enough for me to really pay money for. If Dread is out right now,
Yeah.
but. You could do a lot worse than this
You
movie,
guys-
but you could also do a lot better.
You guys are going to hate me for this, but my original plan was to send you 2 to go see this and for me to go see Dread 3D.
Fuck you.
Hey, shut up. We had to get a 2-movie schedule, and and one of us was going to go see this movie, and the other 2 were going to go see Hotel Transylvania.
Fuck you.
Yeah, well, guess what? Unfortunately, I didn't know Hotel Transylvania didn't come out this weekend.
So now you got to suffer with us.
Yep.
Yeah, and I got to suffer next week when I go see Hotel Transylvania.
Yep.
I'll either be bringing Ricky or George along. I don't know if I'll do all 3.
You better bring me.
I'll bring you. Of course I'll
Damn,
bring
yeah.
you. But I don't know if George is going to be able to go because,
Let's go be me and you.
yeah, okay.
And I can get my
Me
shit.
and you will be working.
All right. Well,
Uh,
we got to wrap this up because it's really
All
going
right,
down.
so we're going to wrap this up. Thanks for viewing. I don't have any skits to do this week. Unfortunately, I didn't bring my jar of poison.
We don't really need to do skits. I mean,
No, good point.
the cinnamon was funny. The cinnamon was funny though. We did that. We performed that pretty well.
Right, so you know what? Thanks for watching, and next week, Hotel Transylvania.
All right.
All right, see ya.
See you guys later.
Alcohol